From the Pep Radio newsroom, these are the stories we are currently covering. The Pittsburgh Tribune-Review is reporting that a husband and wife accused of setting off smoke bombs and throwing an explosive firework at a group of police officers at a transgender rights protest at the University of Pittsburgh last year pleaded guilty on Tuesday in federal court. Brian and Crystal DePippa pleaded guilty before U.S. District Judge J. Nicholas Ranjan. Brian DePippa has been held in custody since his subsequent arrest. According to Assistant U.S. Attorney Sean Sweeney, the Intercollegiate Studies Institute hosted a debate, should transgenderism be regulated by law, on April 18, 2023, at the O'Hara Student Center at Pitt. It featured Daily Wire commentator Michael Knowles and libertarian journalist Brad Palumbo, and was hosted by Pitt College Republicans. As event attendees were waiting in line, the DePippas rolled two smoke bombs toward the crowd, and at about 7:30 p.m., Crystal DePippa shielded her husband while he tossed a large firework toward the crowd. It exploded, injuring several officers. One officer sustained hearing loss and another had minor burns, Sweeney said. A third officer injured her back running away from the explosion. Sweeney told the court that the DePippa's actions were captured on surveillance cameras at the Student Center, as well as a Pittsburgh Regional Transit bus and other locations in Oakland. When investigators searched the couple's home, they found the motorcycle, Brian DePippa's helmet, and Crystal DePippa's coat, according to Sweeney. They were indicted on charges of conspiracy and obstruction of law enforcement during civil disorder in June 2023. Brian DePippa faced an additional charge of using an explosive to commit a federal felony. They will be sentenced on January 6th. And now this news from New York State. Gay City News is reporting that hate crimes have increased sharply in New York State over the last 5 years, climbing by 69% since 2019, according to a new report published by New York State Comptroller Thomas DiNapoli. The report, led by the Office of Budget and Policy Analysis, provided an overview of the most common groups targeted by hate crimes in the state, with anti-Jewish, anti-Black, and anti-LGBTQ incidents leading the way, and pointed to some disturbing takeaways about the degree to which such crimes have proliferated in the Empire State. The report also offered insight into which parts of the LGBTQ community have faced the brunt of the hate-fueled incidents recorded. Among all hate crimes driven by anti-LGBTQ bias over the last 5 years, 71% targeted gay male victims, according to the report. Anti-gay male hate incidents increased by 141% between 2018 and 2023, while hate crimes targeting trans individuals have climbed by 140%. Gay men are so disproportionately representative as victims in hate crimes that 11% of all hate crimes target them. And finally, this news from Delaware. State Senator Sarah McBride has won the Democratic primary for Delaware's lone seat in the U.S. House of Representatives in a bid to become the first openly transgender person elected to Congress. McBride told the Associated Press, "My heart is filled with hope and gratitude. I'm grateful, I'm hopeful, and I'm motivated. I'm not running to make history," McBride said. "I'm running to make historic progress for Delawareans." McBride won Tuesday's primary over businessmen Earl Cooper and Elias Weir, neither of whom reported raising any money for their campaigns. Cooper is a political newcomer, while Weir finished dead last in a 2016 congressional primary with less than 1% of the vote. McBride, meanwhile, raised almost $3 million in contributions from around the country. McBride achieved national recognition at the 2016 Democratic National Convention as the first openly transgender person to address a major party convention in the United States. That's a quick check of today's news. Tune in Saturday, September 14th, to Stand with Pride, when we will offer a full hour recapping last night's presidential debate. Now let's get back to the music here on Pep Radio.